again. It's a rich thing.
Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm just going to be getting glammed up. I'm going to dinner with my brother. We're still trying to stay safe. We're just doing my boyfriend and I, and my brother and his wife, and they have a child. It's just a small party of 5. We're not going out to eat anywhere or anything. We're just gonna stay home or go to their place or whatever, his home. So I'm gonna moisturize. With my Clinique Moisture Surge 72 hour. They have come out with a new 100 hour one. I have not tried that one, but honestly, I think this one's 72 hours. It's really, really good. Honestly, I try to moisturize every single day, so I don't know if I really need to go out and get that one, just because there's obviously an overlap if I'm using a moisturizer every day. Oh, it feels so amazing. It's one of my favorite moisturizers. I've been like outside doing a little landscaping lately. And so, been in the sun, and I think that's kind of been drying my skin out. I haven't really felt it be super oily lately, and I think it's just because I've been out in the sun. So I want to try out a lot of the newer products I bought recently. So I know I had like 2 Ulta hauls. I had the Sephora VIB sale. So I just have a ton of new products I would like to try. So that's what we're going to do today. Okay, so for concealer, for primer, I have a few one size fits all products. I have the Fenty products. I don't have a new concealer is what I was trying to say. So for primer, obviously I'm going to use this one. This is by One Size Fits All by Patrick Starr's brand. It's this cute little squeezy tube bottle. I got this from the Trend Mood box, so I'm just going to put like a pea-sized amount. And then I'm going to put that right here, my pore area. Already moisturized on camera for you guys. I know I don't do that too often, but okay. So this feels kind of like, I want to say like a moisturizer over, anything else. It feels more like a moisturizer than like a silicone pore filling base. Okay, now for foundation. Oh, actually the primer does feel, now that it dried down, it feels a little bit smoothing. Like I can definitely feel it, and it definitely dried down. It definitely feels a little bit softer, but I definitely still prefer my L'Oreal Magic Perfecting Base. I feel like I get like a much smoother base with this one. But this one does feel like, I don't want to say tacky, but I don't know, there's like a little bit of something. I feel like almost like a film, but not like a film in a bad way. It just feels like not tacky, but kind of tacky. Versus this one just feels like a little more silicone-y. So just wanted to say that. And then I have the Fenty Ease Drop Blurring Skin Tint. So I'm pretty sure I got the wrong shade in this. I got the shade 7. I just want to like put it here to see what it's going to look like. Okay, yeah, that's definitely the wrong undertone. Yeah, that's not the best undertone. Okay. Oh gosh, guys. People always ask me like, how do you know what shade to buy, online? I don't. Okay, so we're not going to use the Ease Drop foundation. It's just the wrong undertone. It's definitely more peachy undertoned, and I got the shade number 7, so it's just not going to work for me. They want to return it for the shade 8 or 9. Both of those shades were sold out at the time of me buying this, so that was definitely on me. Just wanted to try 7, but 7 was not it, so I'm gonna have to try. I'm gonna try this one. This is the It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better foundation. I have not tried this one either. The undertone appeared to be better, so let's see. It's really has a messy pump. Like trying really hard. Like I don't like getting my pumps super dirty, so it's really liquidy though, super duper liquidy. And then then I'm gonna use a sponge. I know I'm trying to remember who's raved about these. This foundation. I know Casey Holmes has recommended it, but there was somebody else who also recommended it, and that's why I wanted to, like, when two people kind of recommend it, of like my favorite YouTubers that I know I trust, like their skin types, you know, and stuff like that. And that's kind of when I kind of take someone's advice. Kind of like when multiple people with the same skin type as me are recommending it. So it's definitely not full coverage. I'm pretty sure they said it was full coverage, but this is like I want to say like high medium. I wouldn't consider this full coverage at all. Like I can still see a bunch of my acne and scarring and stuff. Like I don't mind a medium coverage foundation at all. Like I really do enjoy medium coverage. Like that's like my perfect preference, like me in general. But if this is marketed as a full coverage foundation, so it does say water light medium coverage foundation, natural radiant finish. So so it's marketed as a medium coverage, and it is medium coverage. But I'm gonna go ahead and build it up because I wanted a little more glam today. So this is now like 4 pumps. I just pumped it twice right now, and I started off with 2 pumps as well. So they said it was kind of buildable. So let's see. The It Cosmetics did not claim that. Casey Holmes and the other girl, I can't remember, mentioned that it was buildable. So it is building a little bit, but I think it's, I mean, I feel like it's barely full coverage. I wouldn't even call it that, I don't think. I think I would still call it like a high medium coverage. And I feel like maybe I could get this to a full coverage, but I don't think it would make sense for me to like layer it on so many layers to, I would be wasting a lot of foundation at that point. So would rather not do that. So I find the pump very, very interesting. Like that's a very weird applicator thing. But anyways, pump on me, but that's okay. So I didn't have a new concealer, so I just used my Kaja Don't Settle concealer. It's been my daily favorite, like everyday naturalness kind of concealer. Even though I am kind of going more glam today, I didn't want to use like a full glam concealer, so. Because I'm using the one size fits all, the one size Beauty Ultimate Setting Powder by Patrick Starr. So we will be using that one. So I don't want to like do full glam if I'm going to do full glam powder from what I've heard. So okay, some more cream products. Okay, so for blush, we're going to use the new Melt Lynx cream blush, and this is what it looks like. Looks very interesting. I'm just going to go ahead and grab this brush from e.l.f. I'm going to just dip it in. I'm really nervous about this one. Just really nervous. Ooh, that is so pretty. Okay, I don't know why I was nervous. This is so pretty. Oh my gosh. I do feel like it's doing something to my foundation. I think it's just shearing it out a little bit, but it's not like removing it. It's just like maybe like lifting a little bit. Or it could just be that the blush shade is making my scarring come through a little bit more, which happens with all blushes, so I can't exactly explain what is happening, but that is so pretty. I am totally cool with it. This does have like a vanilla bakery cake kind of scent to it. I don't mind it at all, but it is fragrance, so if you're sensitive to fragrance, it does have a fragrance, so I would normally cream bronze, but I do have a bronzer I want to try today, so I'm not going to. Oops, I really stamped that really low, didn't I? I like missed and I like hit here instead of here. That's okay. Because I'm going to be using powder over all this anyway, so I might lose a little bit of this. Look how creasy my eyes look, 'cause I haven't set my face. Oh, this looks so pretty. It's a shame I have to cover it up with powder. Okay, now for powder, I'm going to be using the One Size by Patrick Star. Let me get this thing open. Okay, now I'm going to grab my sponge and I'm going to very quickly kind of blend out my creases. Real quick. Right there. Grab whatever's in the lid. Okay, get it on right there. Oh, that actually looks very blurring on camera. Set my eyelids. Okay, now let me set my nose a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to grab my face brush and then I'm going to use the rest of it on my face. Just kind of like swirling motions, very light swirly motions. You can still see my blush, that's awesome. I thought this powder was going to have a little more, not judging it as a powder, just from what people were saying, I thought it was going to have more coverage, but I'm totally fine with this. I definitely believe this is way more translucent than I think people were trying to make it seem. I definitely think it doesn't have a lot of color, a lot of pigmentation. So, that being said, like a lot of my blush is still there. I am, however, going to go over it a little bit to see what happens. I'm not adding any more product, I'm just going over it with the same brush I used to apply the blush. There we go. Okay. I don't feel like it did anything, but that's okay. I just wanted to see if it would. Okay, now for bronzer. Okay, one of the products I'm most excited about, my Gucci bronzer. I got it in the shade 2, and then I heard I should have gotten it in the shade 3, because the shade 3 is lighter, but the undertone is more like a neutral brown, and I feel like I got like a neutral red. So, or I'm sorry, like a red undertoned bronzer, which is not very good for me, but whatever. I'm gonna use this It Cosmetics highlight brush. I know it's not for this, but I'm gonna tap it off. Ooh, that is pigmented. Ooh, that is not my color. Ooh, that is fragranced. I definitely think that this will work for me. Like, I'm cool with that. It definitely has more of like a red undertone though. And especially in the summer, but I kind of want to return it to get like the shade 3. Why am I like this? Like, because I know I'm not going to go through 2 of them, you know what I'm saying? And this is not my color. It's definitely way more red undertoned, so. But here I am using it, so. I just think that if you're going to spend this kind of money, it should be your perfect shade, you know? I would hate to have to return this, though. And I don't know. It's so beautiful, though. Just to get the right shade, obviously, is performing really, really well. I'm not surprised at all. Like, blended away, like, or blended into my skin so beautifully. Just gave me a little bit of color. Maybe I'll just keep it. It's not it's not, I don't know, I think I'm just being picky because I know what tones I like. But this color works just fine for me, so. Do I really need to return it? I don't need to. So I'm not going to. But this bronzer, I mean, it's really, really pretty. It's so nice. And it came in its own little like Gucci bag. Gucci bag. So cute. Look. Just, and your little bronzer has its own little parts. There's little parts. So nice. So cute. It's a whole experience. It's adorbs. Okay. Now for highlight. Honestly, I want to build up my blush a little bit more. So I'm going to actually grab my brush again and actually dip into it. So earlier when I tried to build it up over the powder, I hadn't dipped it into the product again. So let's be careful with this. I'm trying not to like lift the powder or anything. Oh, ooh, there she goes. There she goes. That is so pretty. It's gonna be tacky. It looks like it's gonna be tacky though. It's so pretty though. So pretty. I'm gonna use my powder brush. I'm just gonna gently tap over it. Whatever residual powder is left, just because I need it to be like not sticky. And then again, it like diffuses it again. What am I doing at this point? I want the color, but I also want it to be like not sticky. Like, why am I like this? Make it make sense. I can't because I'm done. Okay, so currently I'm like liking a lot of things. This has just been a good one. So for highlight, I'm going to be using my Rare Beauty Flaunt. I'm scared this shade is going to be way too dark. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on the back of my hand. Like that. And then I'm going to use my sponge to apply it. Let's see if that'll kind of diffuse it. I'm scared it's going to be too dark. Oh, it's not too dark. I don't think. No, I think it's fine. It is borderline too dark though. Which I already thought it would be. So that's why I'm kind of going with a light hand. Ooh, that is so pretty though. Okay. I see why people like it though. This is so pretty. Okay, let me put like a dot there. Half a dot there, because I feel like this side already has more than that side. And I'm going to go over it with my brush again. And brush my sponge again. Oh dang. Oh dang, that's a little dark, but that is so pretty. Dang. Dang. Dang, girl, what? What, girl? Oh. That is so pretty, girl. What are you doing? What are you doing later? Not really doing anything for my nose, is it? No, it's not. That is really pretty, though. Okay. It's definitely more of, like, on, like, camera, it's super hyper reflective. But in person, it just looks more like you're sweaty. Like a genuine, like, glowy, you're sweaty, like, dew. Like a dew. Like a nice natural dew. Which I'm here for. I can do that. I can so do that. Is that my everyday thing? No, not really, but it's nice. I like it. I appreciate that. Whew. So it's definitely like a battle of the palettes because I kind of want to go with my LA Girl Hey Vacay over my Huda Beauty browns because this is so pretty, but it's just like another neutral palette. And this one is just like a pretty colorful palette. Look at this, guys. This is so, it's still half neutral though. Look at this. It's so pretty. So pretty. Look at that. That is so gorgeous. So that's what we're going to use today. I don't even care. I don't even care about the Huda palette right now. When I have this gem in front of me. Look at that. Look at that. Oof. Oof. It's so pretty. I want to get into all of it. Give me all the shades. Honestly, I just want to do like a peachy neutral shade. A neutral look. But I'm going to go into this light shade over here. I'm going to put that right here in the crease. See what happens. Whether or It has some color. I love the giant mirror it comes with. It's amazing. I love giant mirrors. I always thought, I was like, I don't really care for mirrors. Once I started filming, I cared for mirrors, let me tell you. Because I always did my makeup in front of a mirror. And now I do my makeup in front of camera. So I need a mirror all the time. Because I'm not doing it in front of there anymore. So, I mean, this shade is definitely going to show up more on someone with more fair toned. But it is barely showing up on me. So, I mean, you guys can see it. But, it is like barely there, but it is there. So I can definitely still use that. And then I'm going to go into the shade right here. Like more corally peach shade, terracotta. I want to say like a, what shade is that? It's like a burnt orangey terracotta shade. So, ooh, that is so pretty. You're just going to hear me say that is so pretty for the whole video. Just for real. It's just it's a good makeup look, guys. I feel like I really thought long and hard on the products to pick up at Sephora. And then I had no train of thought when I saw this palette. I'm like, I'm getting that. I don't even care. It was an impulse purchase, but it's gorgeous. It's kind of how I am with, I want to say drugstore. I'm so easily impulsed to buying something. Oops. I just like flicked a bunch of eyeshadow right here. Because I wasn't paying attention. But anyways, more impulsed into buying like drugstore makeup because I know it's like affordable. Like this palette I think was on, I want to say $15 and I got it for like $12 or something. I can't remember. But anyways, it was super affordable versus, you know, high-end palettes that are like $30 where I'm like, I really gotta think about that because it's so expensive. Okay, there we go. Let me just fluff out that little eyeshadow. What are you guys thinking? I'm thinking of just looking at a little orange, just fine. These shades pull a little bit orange. They definitely look orange and corally, so why am I surprised? But I'm going to go ahead and dip into this deeper shade to kind of neutralize it a little bit. I'm going to grab a smaller brush. This is the e.l.f. Detail Crease Brush. I'm not going to use it for my crease. I'm going to use it on my outer V right here. And just blend it lightly. I want to add some depth right here. I don't want to lose all the color I just added. So just right there, just gentle. I'm actually going to go into the deeper shade. It's not dark enough. So I'm going to go into the deeper shade. Blend, 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 blend. Oof. 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 This palette's really easy to use. Can I replicate this with any other palette I have? Other than like this orange row and those greens? Probably not, but I mean all these other neutral shades. Of course, you know that. These are, I mean, basically the look I'm making. You can replicate with any other eyeshadow palette. Don't think that you have to go run up and get this palette. Because you literally do not, but this color story is so amazing. I mean, I couldn't pass it up. So freaking good. Okay, so there's that. Now for shimmer, these have the most beautiful shimmers. I think I'm gonna go in with this one though. That one just looks, it looks a lot more bronzy in person. Like on camera, it's pulling a little more gold. It's definitely more neutral bronze in person, but let's see what it looks like on the eyes. Oh wow, that is so pretty, guys. Oh my gosh. I'm having a hard time like picking it up though and placing it. It's definitely like sticking to my finger, which I'm surprised at, but whatever. That happens sometimes. I feel like my Lorac palettes kind of do that sometimes. Kind of want to stick to your finger. Okay, so it's definitely really pretty. Like it reminds me of my Lorac palettes. Duh. Yeah, the new black packaging. Pro line. It's kind of what it reminds me of. Ooh, that is so pigmented and foiled and glittery. But it doesn't have any glitter. It's just like a nice foil, so there is no glitter in this palette. It's just like a nice, pretty foil. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this lighter shade right here. Oopsie. Oopsie. See me? I'm going to pop that right there to kind of give it a more like brightness. I feel like the color I use is a little dark for that area. Excuse my dogs. They're very vocal today. Okay, so I'm going to go back with this small crease brush, and I'm going to just run that right under my lash line, my lower lash line. I didn't add any product, I just used my dirty brush from earlier, so I don't want this area to be heavily, I don't want it to be super dark, so. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that shade Penny. Where'd that pencil go? Right here. The shade Penny from the same collection from LA Girl. It came out with the same collection. It's the Shockwave Metallic Eyeliner in the shade Penny. I've usually had really good experiences with LA Girl eye pencils, but I feel like every formula varies based on the type of pencil they are. So I've had really good experiences with, like, I want to say matte type pencils, and this is a shimmer type pencil. So I have not tried this before, so we're going to see how it performs. So it's definitely not as bright and pigmented as I expected, but it is like sheer and reflective, which is totally fine as well. I just needed to know what kind of formula it is. I think some of their more matte formulas are way more pigmented and like noticeable. This one's kind of more sheer. It's not like pow, like in your face. So I mean, it is there, it is noticeable. It's just not super impactful, which is totally fine because I like some of those as well. I just need to know what kind of pencil they are. I do like sometimes for a pencil to not be super like in your face. I want it to be super subtle, and this is really, really subtle. So if you're into that, just know that that one is super subtle. Now I'm going to try to line my eyes using the new, I have used these before already and I liked them. This is the e.l.f. and Jen Atkin pencil in the shade Brown, the Zero Effort liner. Yeah, so it doesn't say the color, but it's just the brown one. Alright, I'm going to try to line my eye with this pencil. I much prefer the Persona, well, I don't want to say much prefer. I do prefer the Persona one, but this one is a really close dupe. Just a Persona one. I feel lasts longer as a sharp pencil. I feel like this one kind of loses its sharpness very quickly. So, and it has a little more of like a drag to it. So, I just wanted to make a note of that to you guys. Ooh, I love that. So I'm only applying liner to like half my eye. Or like the outer 2/3. That's so pretty. worries I'm gonna come in here and like mess it up somehow. Oh, I didn't. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Oh, that is so pretty. I love it. I love it. Okay. Usually, like when I try to match the other side, I make it thicker, make it heavier, and somehow I mess it up. So I don't have any mascara, so I'm gonna very quickly just put my L'Oreal Paradise on, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I lied. I did do my mascara off camera, but also did my brows. I don't have any new brow products either. I just use my my Ulta brand Slim Brow Pencil in medium brown. Or no, I'm sorry, dark brown. And then I haven't set it with anything. I'm going to go ahead and just use the e.l.f. and Jen Atkin brow gel, I guess. It's just what I had sitting on top, so it's not that I've been enjoying this or anything. It's just literally that it was sitting on top of my desk, a vanity I mean, so we're just going to use that very quickly. It's not bad. I said in my review video, it's not bad, it's just not. It's not my favorite. I have other ones from the drugstore that I like better. They definitely have more of a hold to them. That's about it. I'm also going to use the Jen Atkin pencil. This one has in the brown one. I don't remember what it's called. Oh, Bring It On Brown. I'm just going to use the lip liner side because I do have a new lip product I want to use. So oh, this one really digs into my skin. It's really sharp. Oh, she's sharp. Okay, close enough. And now for my lips, I'm going to use this Seashells Breeze from Buxom Gloss. Did I say that right? Seashells Breeze. Okay, yeah, Seychelles or whatever. This is a really pretty bronzy nude. Oh, wow, that's so pretty. I like that hair. Something right there. Ooh, that plumping effect. It's definitely more sheer than I thought it was going to be, but that's fine. I love this formula regardless. The polishes are a little more sheer, so that's okay. I should have known better. Oh, it says lip cream. The lip creams are actually a little more pigmented, so that's what that looks like. And yeah, is that my finished look? Oh, I gotta set my skin. I didn't get a new setting spray, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use again the e.l.f. Atkin one. Just because it's like the newer one that I'm trying. It's so misty. I love it. Okay, so this is my finished look. Thank you guys so much for watching. My hair, is it complying? Not really, it's not. Okay, so now for the rundown. This palette is amazing. I love it. The Gucci bronzer, so nice. Is it better than anything else though? Probably not. It's just a nice bronzer. But I mean, you can get by with your e.l.f. bronzer or the Physicians Formula bronzer or what is the other one that I love that I'm obsessed with? The Balm Take Home the Bronze bronzer. All of those are really, really good comparable bronzers. This is just a nice little experience, you know, because it's so pretty. But it's not really anything out of this world. Don't think you need to go out and buy it. It's just an experience. It's nice and it's fragrance, so if you don't like fragrance, don't get it. The foundation is really, really nice. The color is a little bit off for me. I got the shade Medium Neutral 31. I should have gotten the same digit, or 32 or 33, whichever one says warm. It is a little neutral on me. You guys can't see it on camera. On camera it looks pretty much spot on, I think. I think. But in person, it does look a little more neutral for me. So I'm debating whether or not to return it or get another one, and just mix them or whatever, because this was really, really close regardless. It's super duper close. Or this might be a good, better shade for me in the winter, when I have less of a tan and stuff. So I don't know. I'm debating. I think I just want to return the Fenty one since that one was way off. This one I think I can make do. I just need another shade. But I do really enjoy it. Is it anything spectacular? I don't think it's anything spectacular. It honestly reminds me of the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear, just in the way it looks. It has like, it says it has like a radiant finish. I don't see it, but I think the Infallible had the same claims. And this one does have like a little bit of shimmer in it. I don't know if you guys can see it. There's a little bit of like reflectiveness and shimmer in there. But it doesn't translate on your skin at all. There's no radiance or anything to it, so. But it looks good, so I'm not mad about it. This Rare Beauty, it's great. It just gives you like a nice little dew. It's not really super shimmery or anything like that. It's not blinding or anything like that. It's just like a subtle natural glow, which I'm cool with. I can deal with that. The Milk Cosmetics blush, I love this. I just think that when I go over it with powder, it just loses its, I don't know, it loses a lot of its color, which is normal for a cream blush underneath. I usually top it with a second blush, but I didn't do that for this one just because I wanted to see how the blush would perform by itself, because I was a little skeptical about this shade Lynx on my medium skin tone, my like light medium skin tone. But actually, I think it does work for me very, very well. I think maybe next time I'll just build it up more and then kind of powder it at that point. Whatever. Just use more, I guess. The One Size powder. This is really, really nice. I really love it for my under eyes. My under eyes look creaseless. The least amount of creases, I think, with a lot of powders. Better than other powders. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think it's up there with my Laura Mercier. I don't think I love it for all around my face, but definitely for the under eyes. I just have other powders that kind of blur my skin a little bit more, and I feel like this one didn't really blur my skin in the same way as those powders, but for the under eyes it's really, really smoothing. I like that. That being said, with the smoothing, I didn't really notice my skin being a lot smoother or anything. Like I said before, I get more smoothing from my L'Oreal Perfecting Base than I did this right now. It felt softer and smoother, and it still does, but it doesn't look any smoother at all. Like, I feel like I can still see a lot of my texture, and obviously that could be the highlight and the blush as well. But even where I didn't blush and highlight down here, you can still see a lot of my texture. My chin area, you can still see a lot of my texture. My forehead, you can see my fine lines. So I don't think it did a lot for any of my texture, so I would not recommend this. I don't think it really did enough. I would definitely go for the L'Oreal one. That's just my opinion, what I'm saying. That's it. The LA Girl pencil, very, very nice. It does show up. It's just a little more sheer. If you want like something more pigmented, I recommend going for the ColourPop ones and the Kokie ones. But this one is going to serve its purpose. I'm really excited to have this in my collection. The gloss, you guys already know how I feel about their gloss. Their gloss is amazing. The Buxom gloss is like everything. It's everything. It makes my lips look amazing. So yeah, is that everything I used today? I hope so, because I'm tired. I'm so tired. Yeah, I think that's it for today, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. I love this look. It's gorgeous.